Hello, and welcome to my channel.
Amelia Hawthorne was a curious and adventurous 12-year-old girl living in a small town in Victorian London. With her wild, curly hair and bright blue eyes, she stood out among the townsfolk. Amelia had always been drawn to mysteries and legends, seeking out hidden truths and untold stories. In the heart of the town stood a magnificent lantern, its iron frame towering over the cobblestone streets. The lantern had been there for as long as anyone could remember, its glass panels casting a warm, inviting glow on the surrounding square. But it was not just any lantern. It held an enigmatic secret that had intrigued Amelia for years. Amelia would often find herself standing in front of the lantern, gazing at its intricate design and wondering about its origins. She had heard whispers among the townspeople about the lantern's magical powers, but the details remained elusive. Determined to uncover the truth, Amelia embarked on a quest to unravel the mystery of the lantern. One sunny afternoon, Amelia found herself standing once again in front of the lantern. Its ornate patterns danced in the sunlight, captivating her attention. She couldn't help but feel a magnetic pull towards it, as if it held a secret waiting to be discovered. Lost in her thoughts, Amelia failed to notice a figure approaching from behind. It was Mrs. Jenkins, the kind-hearted baker known for her delicious pastries and warm smile. "Amelia, my dear, what brings you here today?" Mrs. Jenkins asked with a gentle voice. Startled, Amelia turned around to face her. "Oh, Mrs. Jenkins. I was just admiring the lantern. Do you know anything about its history or the stories surrounding it?" Mrs. Jenkins smiled knowingly and motioned for Amelia to follow her to a nearby bench. They sat down, and Mrs. Jenkins began to share tales passed down through generations. "The lantern," Mrs. Jenkins began, "is believed to have been crafted by an ancient order of enchanters. It is said that they imbued it with a magical glow, a light that can bring forth the deepest desires of those who truly believe." Amelia's eyes widened with awe as she listened intently. But where did the lantern come from? How did it end up in our town? Mrs. Jenkins paused for a moment, her eyes distant as if lost in memories. "Ah, my dear Amelia, that is a tale shrouded in mystery. Some say it was brought here by a traveling sorcerer centuries ago. Others believe it was a gift from the fairies themselves, a beacon of hope for those in need." Amelia's mind raced with excitement. The stories she had heard were true, and now she had a glimpse into the lantern's mysterious past. She thanked Mrs. Jenkins for sharing her knowledge and bid her farewell, her heart filled with determination to uncover more about the lantern's secrets. Please support my channel by liking and subscribing. Amelia's quest for knowledge led her to the town library, a place where countless stories and secrets were waiting to be discovered. As she stepped through the library's heavy wooden doors, the scent of aged books filled her nostrils, igniting her curiosity. She wandered through the aisles, running her fingers along the spines of dusty tomes. And then, as if guided by an unseen force, her hand brushed against an old book tucked away on a forgotten shelf. Its leather-bound cover was worn and weathered, hinting at the secrets it held within. Amelia carefully pulled it out, feeling a sense of anticipation building within her. As she opened the book, its brittle pages crackled with age. The words on the first page caught her attention, the legends of the enigmatic lantern. Amelia's heart skipped a beat as she delved into the pages, her eyes devouring the tales of the lantern's magic and the lives it had touched. The book mentioned a legend surrounding the lantern in the central square, a legend that had been passed down through generations. According to the book, the lantern was said to possess a magical glow that granted wishes to those who truly believed in its power. The book recounted stories of people whose lives had been transformed by the lantern's magic, their deepest desires coming true through unwavering faith. Intrigued, Amelia began asking the townspeople about the legend. She approached Mr. Thompson, the town blacksmith known for his strong arms and gentle heart. "Mr. Thompson," Amelia asked with excitement, "have you ever heard of the lantern's magic? Do you know anyone whose wish was granted?" Mr. Thompson paused for a moment, his eyes distant as if recalling a distant memory. "Ah, yes, young Amelia. I do remember a tale my father told me about a young boy who found a small trinket near the lantern. He made a wish to become a great explorer, and his wish came true. He went on to discover new lands and bring back tales of adventure." Amelia's eyes sparkled with wonder. Each story she heard added another layer of mystery to the lantern's enigmatic nature. She thanked Mr. Thompson for sharing his tale and continued her quest for knowledge. Amelia's insatiable curiosity led her to seek out the town historian, Mr. Edmonds. He was an elderly man with a long white beard and spectacles perched on the bridge of his nose. His study was filled with ancient maps, dusty scrolls, and books stacked high on every available surface. Amelia knocked on Mr. Edmonds' door, her heart pounding with anticipation. The door creaked open, and Mr. Edmonds greeted her with a warm smile. "Ah, young Amelia, what brings you here today?" he asked, his voice filled with kindness. Amelia took a deep breath and shared her fascination with the lantern and its legend, hoping Mr. Edmonds could shed some light on the matter. Mr. Edmonds' eyes twinkled with excitement as he listened to Amelia's words. "You have stumbled upon a fascinating topic, my dear. The lantern's history is indeed shrouded in mystery." Amelia's eyes widened, eager to hear more. "Please, Mr. Edmonds, tell me everything you know." The historian motioned for Amelia to take a seat, and he began to recount the tales passed down through generations. "The lantern," Mr. Edmonds began, "is believed to have been crafted by an ancient order of enchanters. It is said that they imbued it with a magical glow, a light that can bring forth the deepest desires of those who truly believe." Amelia leaned forward, captivated by the historian's words. "But where did the lantern come from? How did it end up in our town?" Mr. Edmonds smiled knowingly. Ah, my dear Amelia, that is a tale shrouded in mystery. Some say it was brought here by a traveling sorcerer centuries ago. Others believe it was a gift from the fairies themselves, a beacon of hope for those in need. Amelia's mind raced with questions and possibilities. She thanked Mr. Edmonds for his knowledge and bid him farewell, her heart filled with a renewed sense of purpose. Amelia's determination to uncover the lantern's secrets grew stronger with each passing day. She couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more to discover, something beyond the tales and legends. One evening, as the sun began to set and the lantern's glow illuminated the town square, Amelia found herself standing before it once again. She couldn't resist its pull, its mysterious aura drawing her closer. Lost in her thoughts, Amelia felt a gentle breeze brush against her cheek. And then, a soft, ethereal voice whispered in her ear. "Amelia," it said, "I am Lumina, the guardian of the lantern. I have been waiting for someone like you." Amelia's heart skipped a beat as she turned to face the lantern. "Lumina? Is that your name?" "Yes," Lumina replied, its voice filled with warmth and wisdom. "I have watched over this town for centuries, granting wishes to those who truly believe in the magic within." Amelia's eyes widened with awe. She had always believed in the extraordinary, but now she had a direct connection to something truly magical. With Lumina's guidance, she knew her journey had only just begun. "Lumina," Amelia asked with a mix of excitement and curiosity, "can you tell me more about the lantern? Its history, its purpose?" Lumina hesitated for a moment before speaking, its voice filled with ancient wisdom. "Long ago, the lantern was created to bring hope and joy to those who needed it most. Its magic lies not just in granting wishes, but in igniting the spark of belief within each person." Amelia felt a surge of excitement. She had found a connection to something truly extraordinary. With Lumina's guidance, she knew she could uncover the lantern's secrets and share its magic with the world. Amelia's quest for knowledge continued as she delved deeper into the mysteries surrounding the lantern. She spent hours poring over books, maps, and ancient scrolls, searching for clues that would lead her closer to the truth. One afternoon, while studying an old map of the town, Amelia noticed a peculiar symbol near the lantern's location. It resembled a hidden compartment. Her heart raced with anticipation as she realized that this could be the key to unlocking the lantern's secrets. With Lumina's guidance, Amelia returned to the central square and stood before the lantern. She examined every inch of its iron frame, running her fingers along its intricate patterns, hoping to find something that had been overlooked. And then she found it, a small latch concealed beneath a panel. With a gentle click, the hidden compartment was revealed. Amelia's heart raced with excitement as she carefully opened it, unsure of what she would find. Inside, Amelia discovered an ancient map, its delicate parchment yellowed with age. The map depicted a winding path leading deep into the surrounding countryside, marked with cryptic symbols and riddles. Amelia's eyes sparkled with anticipation. This was the next step in her journey, the path that would lead her closer to the lantern's secrets. With Lumina's guidance and her newfound determination, she knew she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Amelia's journey took her through treacherous landscapes and uncharted territories. She traversed treacherous cliffs, braved dark forests, and crossed raging rivers. Each step brought her closer to the hidden treasure she sought, but the path was fraught with challenges and trials. One day, as Amelia and her companions ventured through a dense forest, they encountered a thick mist that enveloped their surroundings. Visibility was reduced to mere inches, and the air grew heavy with uncertainty. Amelia felt a pang of doubt creeping into her mind. The mist seemed impenetrable, and she wondered if they would ever find their way out. But then she remembered Lumina's words, spoken with unwavering conviction. Belief is not something that can be easily shaken, Lumina had said. It is a flame that burns deep within, guiding you even in the darkest of times. With renewed determination, Amelia and her friends pushed through their doubts. They trusted in themselves and the power of belief, knowing that their journey was not just about finding a treasure but about discovering the magic within themselves. As they pressed forward, the mist began to dissipate, revealing a breathtaking waterfall cascading down a rocky cliff. The sight filled them with awe and reminded them of the wonders that awaited them on their journey. Amelia and her friends continued their journey, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. They faced challenges together, supported each other through moments of doubt, and celebrated their triumphs as a team. Thomas, a clever and resourceful young boy with a knack for solving puzzles, always had a solution to every problem they encountered. His quick thinking and ingenuity proved invaluable. Emily, a kind-hearted girl with a keen eye for details, noticed the subtle clues and patterns that others might overlook. Her observations often led them in the right direction when they felt lost. And Samuel, a brave and loyal companion, stood by Amelia's side through every trial and tribulation. His unwavering support and courage gave her strength when she needed it most. Together, they formed a bond forged through shared challenges and triumphs. They supported and encouraged each other, reinforcing the power of belief and friendship. Amelia realized that their collective strength was greater than any individual's. With Lumina's guidance and the support of her friends, she knew they could overcome any obstacle that lay in their path. As Amelia and her friends drew closer to the location marked on the map, doubts began to gnaw at their resolve. The path grew more treacherous, and the challenges more daunting. Amelia questioned her own belief in the lantern's magic. But then she remembered Lumina's words, spoken with unwavering conviction. Belief is not something that can be easily shaken, Lumina had said. It is a flame that burns deep within, guiding you even in the darkest of times. With renewed determination, Amelia and her friends pushed through their doubts. They trusted in themselves and the power of belief, knowing that their journey was not just about finding a treasure but about discovering the magic within themselves. As they pressed forward, they encountered a deep ravine that seemed impossible to cross. The chasm stretched before them, its depths shrouded in darkness. Amelia felt a surge of uncertainty. How could they possibly overcome this obstacle? Doubts crept into her mind, threatening to extinguish the flame of belief within her. But then she looked at her friends, their faces filled with determination. Their unwavering faith in the lantern's magic reminded her of the power of belief. With a newfound resolve, Amelia stepped forward and extended her hand to her friends. "We can do this," she said, her voice filled with conviction. "Together, we can overcome anything." And with that, they took a leap of faith, trusting in themselves and each other. As they soared across the ravine, their spirits lifted, and their doubts faded away. They knew that as long as they believed, anything was possible. Amelia and her friends reached the final destination marked on the map, a hidden chamber deep within a forgotten cave. The air was thick with anticipation as they entered, their hearts pounding with excitement. Inside, they found themselves faced with a daunting test, a maze filled with illusions and distractions designed to shake their faith. Shadows danced on the walls, whispering doubts and fears into their ears. But Amelia knew that this was the ultimate test of their unwavering belief. With Lumina's guidance, they navigated the maze, solving riddles and overcoming obstacles. Their belief in the lantern's magic grew stronger with each step, dispelling the illusions that sought to undermine their faith. Finally, they emerged into a small chamber bathed in a soft, golden light. There, in the center of the room, lay the treasure they had sought, a simple wooden box. Amelia's hands trembled with anticipation as she approached the box. She carefully lifted the lid, revealing its contents. But instead of gold or jewels, it revealed something far more precious: knowledge and wisdom. Within the box were ancient scrolls and books, filled with stories of courage, love, and the power of belief. Each page held a lesson, a piece of wisdom that spoke to the very core of their beings. As Amelia and her friends delved into the treasure's contents, they realized that the true magic lay not in material wealth, but in the knowledge they had gained. The lantern had led them on a journey of self-discovery and taught them to believe in the extraordinary within the ordinary. Amelia and her friends emerged from the hidden chamber, their hearts filled with wonder and gratitude. They couldn't wait to share their newfound knowledge with the world. As they returned to the town square, word spread of their adventure, and the townspeople gathered around them, eager to hear their tale. With a sparkle in her eyes, Amelia stepped forward and began to share their journey, the legends, the clues, and the trials they had faced. She spoke of Lumina, the guardian of the lantern, and the power of belief that had guided them every step of the way. The townspeople listened intently, captivated by Amelia's words. They began to see the lantern in a new light, not just as an ordinary object, but as a symbol of hope and possibility. Inspired by Amelia's journey, they embraced their own curiosity and imagination, ready to embark on their own adventures. Amelia and her friends smiled at each other, their hearts filled with joy. They had not only uncovered the lantern's secrets, but also ignited a spark of belief within the townspeople. The magic of the lantern had spread, and its power would continue to touch lives for generations to come. Amelia stood before Lumina, her heart brimming with gratitude and wonder. She now understood that the lantern's true magic lay not just in granting wishes, but in igniting a sense of wonder and possibility within each person. As she gazed at Lumina, Amelia knew that her journey had only just begun. There were countless mysteries waiting to be unraveled, hidden truths waiting to be discovered. With a smile, she whispered her thanks to Lumina and stepped back into the world, eager to embrace the magic within everyday objects and share her newfound knowledge with those who were ready to believe. And so, Amelia Hawthorne continued on her path, forever curious and forever enchanted by the mysteries of the world.